So here in this problem, we need to show that cosine of 5x is given by 16 cosine of x raised to the power of 5 minus 20 cosine cube x plus 5 cosine x. Well, let's begin. We'll start the problem from the left-hand side. So here we have cosine of 5x. So what we'll do, we'll split the 5x into two parts as the sum of 3x and 2x. Now immediately we can apply the cosine of a compound angle formula. So cosine A plus B, we know that that's given by cosine of angle A. So that will be cosine 3x multiplied to cosine of angle B. So that's going to be 2x in our case. Minus sine of angle A times sine of angle B. Now we have the corresponding formula for each of cosine 3x, cosine 2x and sine 3x and sine 2x. So we will substitute the value of cosine 3x with 4 cosine cube x minus 3 cosine x. 4 cosine cubed x minus 3 cosine x multiplied to cosine 2x. So that will become 2 times cosine squared x minus 1. Coming to sine 3x, we have 3 sine x minus 4 sine cubed x. So this gets multiplied to sine 2x will be 2 times sine of angle x times cosine of angle x. Fine. So that becomes equals to, so we'll start with 4 times cosine cube x times 2 cosine squared x. So that becomes 8 times cosine of x raised to the power of 5. Then we have negative 4 cosine cubed x minus 6 times cosine cubed x plus 3 cosine x minus, next what we'll do, we'll multiply 3 sine x with 2 times cosine x. So that gives us 6 sine squared x multiplied to cosine x. And we have negative 4 times 2, that's 8. 8 sine x raised to the power of 4. Sine x raised to the power of 4 times cosine x. Fine. So here we will have 8 times cosine x raised to the power of 5. So negative 4 cosine cube x and negative 6, that will become negative 10 cosine cubed x plus 3 times cosine x minus 6. So here we will convert this sine squared function to cosine squared function by using 1 minus cosine squared x multiplied to cosine x. The negative and negative will become positive. So we have positive 8 cosine x. But here we have sine x raised to the power of 4, which we can also express as sine squared x whole squared. And in place of sine squared, we're going to replace with 1 minus cosine squared x whole squared. Okay, so let's further simplify. Now we have 8 cosine x raised to the power of 5 minus 10 cosine cubed x plus 3 cosine of angle x minus, so 6 times 1 times cosine x will give us negative 6 cosine x. Then we have positive 6 cosine cubed x. Then we have 8 cosine x multiplied to 1 minus cosine squared whole squared. So that will be 8 times cosine of x minus, we will have 16 cosine cubed x and plus 8 cosine x raised to the power of 5. Okay, so let's further simplify. So the first term and the last term is going to combine to give us 16 cosine of x raised to the power of 5. We have negative 10 cosine cube x plus 6 cosine cube x. So that will be negative 4 cosine cubed x. And negative 4 and negative 16 will make it negative 20. So we have negative 20 cosine cubed x. Then we have 3 cosine x plus 8 cosine x. That will be 11 cosine x. So 11 minus 6 cosine x. That will be plus 5 cosine x. And this is what we were needed to show. So we have successfully expanded cosine 5x to get 16 cosine x raised to the power of 5 minus 20 cosine cubed x plus 5 cosine x. So let's check once more with the problem. Yeah, 16 cosine x raised to the power of 5 minus 20 cosine cubed x plus 5 cosine x.